Hey guys, welcome back with another video. Anyways, I just posted two videos, dissociation rambling, and then also an art tour. And that is my art tour. I mean, I have like also there's another wall over there. But anyways, guys, that's that. I just did a thumbnail holding all these books. Not all of them. I hold like half of them because I can't fit that many in my hands, and it would be crazy. I don't know how other booktubers do that. I mean, this is not a booktube account. This is just posting anything, really. What my heart desires, wanting to film for you guys. Anything like that, basically. You know, my hamster videos. So anyways, today I'm going to be doing a video on all these books. Basically, I went through all my shelves. I'm not like I'm a huge bookworm, but I don't have like the nicest shelves. Like I have to use a shelf for like other things. So I have like one bookshelf there, a closet full of books, and then so I picked out at least I think like 13 books that are my favorite books, and I want to talk about them and whatever. Here they are, like ridiculous amount, like oh god, whatever. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna talk right now. Okay, so Wonder, I recommend Wonder. Anyways, this is one of my favorite books as well. It follows a boy that's getting bullied in school, and it's very interesting. And there's like different sides of the story. So you get like the sister's point of view, and then you get like the friend's point of view and this point of view. You get everyone's like a lot of people's point of view. You don't get the parents' point of view, but you get a lot of you get a lot of point of views. Like Violet, I think his sister's name is Violet. Violet. Oh no, Via. Anyways, I really enjoyed this book. I recommend if you have children, read this to your children. I think children can learn a lot of things about this and how to act better and nicer and kinder. And I just think I recommend it. I recommend it to you guys. This is just an amazing aside for the background noises. Sorry for that. I actually was lucky to pick this up at the Goodwill store. Even though I'm a bookworm, I'm not that type of bookworm that spends $10 on a book. If I can find it for $3, I will get it for $3. If I get it used, I'll get it used. Because I like to save my money, and I feel happy getting a cheap book, honestly, versus a $10, $20 book. I was very lucky. I got this for $1 at the Goodwill. But you can find it other places online. You can find it online for probably $6 and such. But anyways, I recommend it because it's just for kids. Such a good read. Teaches the kids like kindness and love, and it just teaches them to understand that some people look different. Some people are different than others. They're not all the same. Some people wear certain things. Some people have medical conditions. Some people act certain ways. So I just love this book because it just teaches you. It teaches you so much. I recommend it. It's definitely read it. Read this if you're 8 years old and up. I don't know if a 7-year-old would understand, but if you're a 7-year-old, maybe parents read this to them. Also, in this series, there's actually the bully that's in the book's book. It is so interesting. There's a separate book that's 60 pages actually there's another book. I think it's Wonder Eve. I don't remember the name of it, but if you look up this, it's called Uggy and Me. Uggy and Me. This one. This is for people. This is for younger kids, like people that are 6 and under, or 7 under. And then this is the second. This is the book. It's Pluto, Shingling, which is their friends, and it just talks a whole story about the background about their life. And then it's Julian. If you sneak peek, Julian is a bully in Wonder, and it talks about it's so interesting. His story was so interesting. I couldn't believe it. It was you always want to know what's going on back in the bully's mind, but this book was Julian's Tale. You can also get off of Overdrive, off of a library online, and read it on their best. Honestly, I gotta admit, the Julian story was better than Wonder. But anyways, guys, recommend this. This is gonna be a long video because there's so many books. Anyways, next book is Secret Garden. This I'm actually currently reading this over again. Such a good book. Gives you such a good feeling. It's like if you understand being in the rain in a cabin and the rain's trickling down while you're reading your book and drinking tea. Oh, just such a feeling. It's just comforting. And at first, like, Mary Lennox, her name's Lennox. First she comes from, like, a family that all the family passed away from a disease. And she comes to, what is it? I forgot her, like, other family. I forgot what family it was. Like, her father, her grandfather, or someone. I don't know. I forgot what family, but she goes to live with her other family in, is it Lennon? I don't even remember. I haven't read this book in a while, but I was reading it again. I think it's London. I think it's London, or let me see. I don't know. You can search it up online. Oh wait, Mississauga Manor. Maybe that's where it is. She used to live in India basically, and then she came to London. I'm guessing it's London, or around London, around England area. Anyways, Paula's this girl. She comes from India, and basically her parents get killed in a horrible disease that's going on. So she goes to live with her father's father, her father-in-law. I don't really know. I don't remember the exact logistics of it. I'll have to research it later, or you research it online. Anyways, it's just a general thing, and then like she seems all smug and like mean, and like she's disrespectful, like she's like all mad because she's angry about her parents, and her parents never gave her attention. They went to all these parties and whatever, and they never gave her like attention basically. And then she comes here and she's all smug and whatever. Anyways, the story develops and it becomes so good. It's such an amazing story. You know, she grows out of that and she starts to realize in the world, like, there's more things than certain things. She finds this garden and she meets this boy and they build the garden together, and it's very mysterious. It's very, like, calming. It's a very calming read. I recommend this. Really good book. I really enjoyed this book. Recommend that. Anyways, next book is this. By the way, that book, I don't know what age range. I don't know, 9 age. It says 9 and up on this book, so I guess that's that. And then this book is like definitely 17 and up, or 15 and up, this book, because it's very intense. This is one of my favorite books. It's called The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I love this book so much. People might hate this book because it's very repetitive, but like she struggles with drinking problems, and it's like very weird. This other guy that she was with, she always talks about him, but then like one minute he's being nice, and then he's married to this other woman, and one minute he's being nice and all this stuff, and it turns out one of the guys is like a murderer, and it's so crazy. Read it. She always sees the same thing every day. Like, oh, like she's on the train. She rides the train every day, and she always sees certain things. She notices, like, she's observes certain things that are happening on the other side of the train. She's always observing things. And so it turns out this guy turns out to be a murderer. He murdered this one person, and they were all wondering where she was for, like, I forgot why he murdered her, but I have to read this book again. I forgot why he murdered her, but then it was crazy. It was crazy. I hated this guy. This guy that was married to this woman, this other woman I totally forgot her name. How can I forget the first? Oh, Rachel. Her name is Rachel. Anyways, it just talks. It's like different. It's basically, it says Rachel, and then also the other one is Megan and Rachel, and or Megan is and Anna. Anna's the wife. Sneak peek. I won't give it away. I mean, that's too spoily. But anyways, I recommend reading this. It's just like a thriller. It gets to beat your heart rate, like racing. You just want to read and read and read. I thought, look, it's gonna be boring, you know, but then it turned out to be really interesting. And it's really interesting, like, you get to see her battle of alcohol, and like it is very repetitive, but it's also really interesting. Very, very crazy ending, but very good ending, honestly. Best ending, but like it was scary actually. Anyways, recommend this book. Very good book. Anyways, I have so many books, this is ridiculous. Okay, next book is The Princess Diaries. I recommend. I'm on the sixth book of the series. I sometimes I got bored of reading them because I just thought they're interesting to read, but I personally like listening to audiobook more, and the audiobooks are so hilarious. So I'd like to I'm in the middle of the sixth one. I'm not currently reading it yet. I mean, it's not right now. The sixth book is not so interesting, but I know when I come back to it another day, I'll really enjoy it. Yeah, like I really like the I really like this book. And I'll tell you about this book, but I love all the rest of her books. I haven't finished even the series yet, but I like to listen to her on audio, and it's just so funny. It's such good relax. But definitely the first book and the first book is a really good book. It's hilarious, so funny. So I don't know what age range it is, maybe like, it says 12 and up. I don't know. You can read it whenever you want. I don't know, whoever age, but anyways, really good book. Follows a girl that doesn't know she's a princess, and her father tells her she's a princess, and she has to go through all these like royalties, and she has to learn how to rule her country and sit certain ways and act certain ways by her grandma. It is hilarious, honestly. Also, just to let you guys know, there is a movie on Netflix of this. The movie is similar, but there's a lot of things that are missing, like her father in the movie turns out to be dead, but then the father in the books is alive. But it's funny, so hilarious read. Follows a girl named Mia, so funny. It's really funny. You want to get a good laugh. Also, it's really short, so I recommend it. I really like that book a lot. I remember I had it sitting on my shelf for years, and I picked it up one day when I started to learn aside from this, I love Harry Potter. I have all the Harry Potter books. They're just not in my room, so I'm not going to be showing those in this video. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter is one of my favorite books. Actually, one of the books that helped me start enjoy reading. And then the first book I read right after that was Secret Garden, and then Princess Diaries. And I had this sitting on my room. I had this sitting in my bookshelf for such a long time. I had it for such a long time. It was sitting on my bookshelf, for at least 8 years, or maybe 7 years. And I just picked it up, and I'm so happy I picked it up. So funny. You want to get a good laugh, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling stressed, read this book. It's just amazing. Okay, next book. I got this from the library book sale. It's called We Should Hang Out Sometime. And this was relatable when I was actually going through a situation with someone that I wanted to hang out with. I wanted to say we should hang out sometime, but it never happened because this person is a jerk. Not a jerk. He's just not mature enough, that's all. So that never happened. Very immature person. But I recommend it. It's basically about this boy, his guy. He has a leg. He has one no leg. He has one leg that's gone. But it's comedy. It's hilarious, and it's so interesting about I never got a girlfriend, or it just talks about his life and love life, and it's in a comedy. It's in a comedy way. It's we should hang out. All he wanted to say is we should hang out sometime with this girl. And it's just straight out hilarious, and all these girls, certain things that happen with them, and it's just funny. I recommend reading it. It's literally right here. It says 25-year-old. This guy named Josh. He's 25 years old, and he never had a girlfriend. And so it just talks. It's hilarious. He's why didn't I ever get a girlfriend? And then he talks about all the experiences. Finally, there's a good ending in the end, but it's a very funny book and very cute and interesting. It brings you in. I think I rated this 5 stars on Goodreads because I really enjoyed this book. Also, Princess Diaries, I rated 5 stars. Pretty much all of these I rated 5 stars. Okay. Fault in Our Stars, I think everyone knows about this book. Great book. Really great book. Also, I don't own the book called Turtles All the Way Down. Great book too. Read that. Amazing, amazing book. Really, really enjoyed that book. Yeah, I really enjoyed that book. And this book is great too. I really enjoyed it. It's a girl followed with cancer, and she thinks she's gonna die, and then she goes to the support group, and she meets a lot of other people that have cancer, and that she falls for this boy, like, then this boy and her end up being friends, and they end up in a relationship, and then she doesn't realize that she thinks she's gonna die, but then something else happens, and it's very sad. It's a very sad ending. It's actually, it was a good ending, but it was really sad. The book was really sad, and like, anyways, it was just interesting, and someone going through cancer and illness, and it was interesting and relatable in some ways. So, anyways, I think you guys know a lot about this. Most people do, but basically, it was just, interesting. And oh my god, this is ridiculous. I have so many books. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Okay, anyway, I better short this thing up. This is actually one of my favorite books of all time. Favorite books. I read it twice. I know, I only read it twice. I should be reading it again. I was in the middle of the third time, but I stopped it because I was reading another book. Oh, it's like 400 pages, but it's so quick of a read. It is so quick. Actually, my friend gave this to me because she didn't want it around her little siblings. She didn't want her little siblings, like, knowing certain things about certain books, like, because it's, like, it's kind of extreme. Like, it's inappropriate for younger kids. So she didn't want it around the house. So she gave it to me. Anyways, I don't think it was her favorite book anyways, but she gave it to me because I love this book. I was going to buy it anyways, but she was giving it to me, so I was like, my favorite. Anyways, it follows a boy named Craig Gildner, I think, and he wants to die. He wants to kill himself, and he has some friends that all they want to do is smoke pot and, like, do this and do that, and, like, and his friends are honestly pretty annoying. Like, he tried it once, but he's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore, and, like, he just hates his friends always bragging about his grades in front of him, and the thing is, he's working towards to get into this great this high school that's like Harvard, but not Harvard. Like, it's like the best go there, and so he's working hard to get in there, or I think he is in the school, and he is in the school. So he is in the school, and so. He is in the school, and he's stressed out and he's depressed, basically, and so he falls into a depression, and then he wants to kill himself. So one night he was planning a plan of suicide, but then he finds this book that his mother had, and one of the numbers is a suicide hotline, so he calls that, and then they say to go to the nearest hospital. So he goes to the nearest hospital, and he checks him into a psych ward, and you just get the entire. I love it because it's his personal experience. It's not like everyone around him, but it is everyone around him. But it's not too detailed by them. Its focus is mainly on Craig, the main character, and that's why I really love that book so much, because it's not like, oh, this character's doing that and that character's doing that, but it's kind of like that, but it's not like extreme. It's not like over the top where, like, it's only talking about those. He talks a lot about himself, and I really enjoyed it, and this is my favorite book just because the first sentence. Oh, I love the first sentence. Or maybe that's. Wait, there's another. It's hard to talk when you want to kill yourself. Okay, I'm not laughing about it. It's not funny. I'm saying, like, it's not funny. It's not a funny. It says it's funny, but it's not a funny story. But I love the first sentence. The first sentence is my favorite sentence, and I just love this book so much. I recommend it. It's so amazing. It's by Ned Bazzini, and rest in peace. He actually died. I'm not gonna go. You guys can search up what actually happened to him, but you know what? Read the book. You don't need to do that. You don't need to murder yourself. You can read this book and understand that there's a hope and there's a light, and just relate to it. Anyways, okay, because I did all those books. Girl in the Train, we're almost done. No, we're not almost done. Okay, Uncle Wiggily, favorite storybook as a kid. Has the cutest stories, so it gives you that warm feeling in your chest. He always has these really interesting. It's like very short stories. I recommend this is for kids, young kids, and older. Such it feels to your heart. Like one of his like at the end of each story, there's this like ridiculous joke that like makes no sense. So it's like if the onion doesn't make tears come into the eyes of the potato when they're playing tag around the spoon in the spoon dish, the next story will be about Uncle Wiggily and the bad boy. It's just weird, but it's weird. He does like it's funny. He does all these really weird endings of the story, but anyways, they're just really interesting. And he always like this boy's getting hurt in the woods, or they're teasing their friends, and then like he goes and saves them and replaces. He's like the Santa Claus. I mean, I don't believe in Santa Claus, but I'm not like I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm Jewish. I celebrate Hanukkah. So, but I'm saying like it's like the Santa Claus, but like different. I guess it's a little different than Santa Claus. I mean, I guess, but it's kind of like him coming to the rescue. Anyways, recommend that. Great book. You can find this on Amazon. You can get it even on Kindle for free. Anyways, this is another book. It's called Out of My Mind by Sharon M. Draper. Basically follows a girl with an illness. She's in a wheelchair, and she goes. I forgot the whole thing, but all I know is she's in a wheelchair, and people like talk to her like a baby. They like yell. You know how people are in a wheelchair, they think they can't hear them, and so they start yelling at them like that they're like little babies. So yeah, that's what she deals with, and she deals with classmates, dealing with certain things, and I don't know, it's really interesting. She turns out she's super smart, and she like could do, I forgot what was this, like mathematics, but then something happens, but then whatever. Anyways, it's just she's really smart, even though like people think she's really dumb, and I don't know, it's interesting. And she finally she has a voice, but no one wants to hear it. But people will hear it, and she made some new friends. And it's for people that middle grade book, but you can read more about it online. But anyways, it's just really nice book. It's a really great book. Next book, it's the name Michelle Silverstein. Favorite, one of my favorite books. This was originally my grandma's copy, and it smells like old books. Oh, so good. And it's one of these it's these ridiculous, these rhymes and stuff. It's like one of them is, I won't hatch. Oh, I'm a chickie who lives in an egg. But I will not hatch. I will not hatch. The hens all crackle. The roosters all beg. But I will not hatch. I will not hatch. For I hear all the talk of pollution and war. All the people all shout and the airports roar. The airplanes roar. So I'm staying here. I'm safe and it's warm. I will not hatch. Basically, it's very repetitive. It's very cute. There are all these really interesting, cute things and really funny pictures. And I don't know. It's just, what's in the sack? I'm going to have to go through this and laugh at it. But it's so funny. And it's great for kids. I love this. My grandmother used to read this to me all the time. Great for kids. And you read this to your kids. I recommend getting it. Michelle Silverstein, and it's called Where the Sidewalk Ends. That's his very best one. It's my favorite one is Ickle Me, Pickle Me, Tickle Me Too. I forgot the title, but I have to read this after I'm getting in love with that book. Okay. And it's very cute, like rhymes and stuff and poems, and it's very cute, and the pictures represent mixed together, and they're really cute. Anyways, okay, another book is called it's by Julie Andrews, The Last of the Great Wingdoodles. I love this book a lot. Also, if you know Julie Andrews, she played in Sound of Music and some other films. She's pretty famous, and she wrote this book. And just the title, Admired, it's so beautiful, and it's just I want to eat the cover. I'm so weird. It's just so magical. Look how magical and pretty it is. It's just so pretty, the colors. It's very fantasy, and there was one point in this book. These kids go on an adventure to find the wingdoodles that they read in this book, I think it was, or something, and they go to the land, and I forgot the whole honestly, I forgot a lot about it. But anyways, it's one thing I remember is that there was this ice cream machine that that you just say any flavor and it makes ice cream for you, and they would have it. It was a cute book, and I love it because the kids, the parents afterwards, like when they came back from like the Wingdoodles and finding the Wingdoodles, the parents are like, yeah, there's nothing that happened. Like the kids, they all like got along again, and it's like Narnia, where like they all come back from the closet. It's like fun. Anyways, guys, that was great. I don't have much to say on it, but they have, it's a servant that he knows a lot. He tells them a bunch of like stuff. He's like a teacher to them. And whatever, they go on an adventure, and then so and so happens. Okay. I have 3 more books. Speak is a very good book as well. Also I really enjoyed this book. Deals with a girl that has depression, dealing with depression, and it deals with rape, and she got raped. I'll just give a secret. She got raped, and she called the police, and everyone hates her because she called the police, but they don't really know that she got raped, and that was the reason, and they find out and end that reason. But it just talks about her going through struggles of depression, but she makes it kind of funny. She writes like it very funny in a way, in the sense that like some stuff is funny, but like I have to read this book. I like that girl who's really annoying, and then finally she's like, I don't want to be friends with you. She finally stands up for herself. She learns to stand up, but she's kind of sinking into. She reminds me of me in 9th grade, where I was not raped, but like I didn't talk at all because people would call names on me and be mean to me, and so I just stopped talking. I basically went mute and just stopped talking. So that's why this book, but I recommend it. It's a very good book. It's just a girl going through depression and dealing with certain things, and it's just it's written so well. Great. Laurie House Anderson writes it. Great. Yeah. Next book I really like is The Trumpet of the Swan. This is the old book. And it's basically, it's very imaginative. It just follows a boy with like, I don't know, this cute swan and this other swan, and there's this swan that has trumpet, and like, I don't remember the full story, but because I haven't read it in so long. But yeah, it was cute. It was basically like the swans talking to each other, I guess, and then there was a boy, but I don't think the swans talk to the boy, but the swans is kind of like swans talking to each other kind of thing. Anyways, it's not people. You can still read this as all. I read this when I was 15, I think. I really enjoyed this book. Anyways, the last book is Candles in My Window. This is a Jewish book, actually. Also read it if you're not Jewish either. But I really like this book. This is one Jewish book I put in. She never celebrated the Sabbath, and she never celebrated it. And her father knows about it, but he forgot about it. And this girl wants to become like religious, like modern Orthodox or religious, and she discovers her friend's house. She meets her friend, and they're like religious, and I don't know, it's just such a good book. I love this book. She likes candles, and it was such a sad ending, but such a happy ending. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I don't know where you can find this from. That's why I don't know why I should put this in the. Maybe you can find this on Amazon, but I don't know where you can find this from, honestly. I think I got it from a Jewish bookstore in Israel. Or not Israel, somewhere here. Someone got it for me from somewhere. But anyways, guys, that concludes it. This is like 20-minute video. Oh my god, guys. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below what your favorite book is out of these, if you like any of these. And please read one of these books, because they are my favorite books. Also read Harry Potter, but I don't have them. I don't have them in my room, so all of them, I recommend reading all Harry Potters. Anyways, bye guys.